It looks like my microphone's not working. Hold on. Oh, it is. Okay. Hello, everyone. Nice to meet you. Nice to see you again. Welcome to A Daily Dose of Hope, day 351. So, A Daily Dose of Hope is an attempt to keep us in the middle ground between the yin and yang symbol. At this moment on our planet, the yin and the yang, both sides, are polarized. They're very, very polarized. And it can be very easy to fall into them. But at the same time, they are so polarized that it's hard to stay very long. It's kind of like a short visit. You should visit a little bit into one side or the other, and then you jump back out because it's just too much energy. That's where we are at this moment. We are at the time when both sides are so polarized that people just want to move right into the middle point again. And A Daily Dose of Hope is just about that. There are these two sides, but there's this little line here, right in the middle. And fear or anger, any of that kind of stuff, we just see it. Okay, it's all playing out. It all needs to play out. It's all a story that we don't quite understand fully, but it's all for our own good. It's all moving in the direction that we need it to go, or that it needs to go. And so this is something that the Course in Miracles addresses a lot. Lesson 25 that says that I don't know what anything is for, because everything is for me, right? We don't know the story behind it, but so we don't need to judge the story. We just accept that it is all happening and it needs to happen. And there are many different stories playing out in many different ways for many different people. It's like we're watching 3 or 4 or maybe hundreds of different movies at the same time. And they're all playing together, and it can be quite confusing. So we're not here to kind of figure out every single story. We'll just get a general idea. It's all moving in the direction that it needs to go. And so what A Daily Dose of Hope is just about that, trying to get into that middle place. And I do recommend the Course in Miracles if you are feeling that you're jumping into the polarities a lot. The Course in Miracles is a really good practice, a daily practice that kind of gets you in that middle path. So yeah, that's what it is, and just want to share, this is my site. I've got spiritual guidance here, and 3 types, 3 sessions, 15-minute session, 30-minute session, 60-minute session, some testimonials below, and I have some offerings here. You can click here. So I've got a mug if you're interested in mugs. And I've got this thing here is the subscription. There's a Lightworker subscription, $20 a month, and we have 2 links a month plus a sound bath. And in addition to that, you get access to all the archives, over 50 hours of archived material, plus the transcripts. For most of them, I'm still working on all of the transcripts, and about 30 sound baths. And it's it's like a little community kind of feeling, kind of family feeling. It's, I really enjoy it. And down below, there's some books that I wrote and channeling courses. So if you're interested in any of that, please check it out. And so today, what do I want to talk about? Or what did I... Here we go. Let me close some windows because I don't... here we go. First, I just want to share, since I'm on this sharing all these Chinese medicines and Japanese medicines that I'm into, and this is another great one. This is a classic one. This is called Hyakusogan. I think it's in English here. No, they just have the kanji. Up here you can see it. Hyakusogan. Yeah. So, and the kanji just means 100 different leaves, and then I don't know, a ball. Balls. So there are these little balls. Oh, there it is. Here's it. So they're just these tiny little balls, and or tablets if you call them, and it's really good for gastrointestinal disorders. So I take it whenever I have any kind of problems with my stomach. I just take it at the first sign, and it works really, really well. The flavor, again, it's very Chinese medicine flavor, so if you're not really into that, then I don't recommend it. And the main ingredient is this stuff. It's called philodendron bark and Amur cork tree. So it's been recognized since the ancient Jomon period, and it's a household remedy for mountain ascetics. So if you have any mountain ascetics around you. I'm sure they're taking this. I don't know how many mountain ascetics there are left in Japan, but there must be a few if they're. But yeah, so it just has all these interesting. There's bark, lots of different bark. Barks just tend to be really good for your stomach. Philodendron bark, magnolia bark, geranium herb, something else. I haven't looked at all the different things, but it really works well. So I really recommend this. I don't know if you can get this outside of Japan, but just look up this hyaku sogan if you're interested. If you have, it's a really nice go-to, and there's no side effects, so it's just nice. It's like Tums or Rolaids, but without any negative stuff in it. Just good for you. The other thing I wanted to share is this one. This is not a Japanese one. This is a Philippine thing that became really popular. It's called samahan, and this is for like when you catch a cold or something like that. Although I've been taking the Ryukaksan recently, but the samahan's nice for when you're starting to feel like the Ryukaksan's good for like before you get sick. You get the first time you're feeling a little bit sick. The samahan's good for when you're feeling the symptoms of sickness. You got the fever and all that kind of stuff. And this really helps with the symptoms. And again, it's just a whole bunch of different roots and stuff. Coriander, cumin, licorice, long pepper, black pepper, yellowberry, nightshade, and ginger. And it's really good stuff. And you just put it in water. This one actually tastes good. It actually has a good flavor. I guess it's not real like hardcore Chinese medicine. It's more kind of mixed. So it's kind of from the Philippines. So it's kind of mix of West and East. I really recommend that too. Anyway, so those are the two things I wanted to talk about about that. And then the other thing I wanted to talk about is that recently in my morning meditation, I've been getting the pyramids. I've been going below the pyramids in my meditation. I don't know why. I'm not trying to. Like, it's not my intention to go below the pyramids, but I just find myself there. I'm just there. And it's like, okay, I'm here. What am I here for? I don't know, and often when I'm below the pyramids, what I'll see is a white rabbit. I'll see a white rabbit in the pyramid. And if you know from the movie The Matrix, there is this famous scene where the Matrix has you follow the white rabbit, knock knock Neo, right? So follow the white rabbit. And we all, well, a lot of us might know what the white rabbit represents on our planet at this moment. I think probably most people know what this is all about, the white rabbit. And this is like the big disclosure, the thing that will, I think, shock the whole world, open up many people's eyes. And I just thought it was really interesting that in my morning meditation that these two things are together, something about under the pyramid and also follow the white rabbit. I don't know what the connection is exactly. I mean, I have a whole bunch of, stories that I'm making, but I don't really know what the connection is. And then there's also that white rabbit thing that I'm seeing was also similar to that mind virus as well. So I don't know if this is all connected to that. So I'm not sure. I'm just going with what I'm trying to interpret what I saw. But what I'm assuming is that so in addition to this, some more guidance that I got. Here is the other one. The other thing that I had, I was in my morning meditation, and I saw. Let's see, is this? Yeah. So from The Matrix, there's that scene where Neo wakes up and he's in this pod, these pods in The Matrix. And if you're not familiar with the movie, there were the Earth was kind of taken over by these, I guess you could call them AI, this other species that operates like a robot, like a mechanical or like a robot, and they needed us as their power source, and so they put us in these tubes or pods, and we were kind of living in our imagination. And everyone is plugged in, and they're in our imagination. That's the Matrix. That's the world that we see, and we're all kind of working together in the Matrix. But then they use our energy to feed these machines and things. And in the scene, Neo wakes up from this pod, and he's just shocked because he thought his life was something else. He was this computer programmer and living in New York City and all these different things, going to clubs and all this stuff. And then he wakes up and he's like, oh, I'm just in this pod with a whole bunch of other people. It's a whole bunch of other people in pods. The reason I'm bringing this up is because in my meditation, this scene came up. There was a similar scene, for example, this scene of Neo waking up. There was someone, I was sitting in front of them, and they just kind of woke up, and I was just there, and they were saying, where am I? What am I doing here? And I was trying to explain the situation, and I thought it was really kind of an interesting thing. And he was asking, it was a he was saying, well, what do I do about all the other people? And I said, that from my knowledge, it is a what's the word? It's your choice. You have the choice whether or not you want to get out of that pod or not. It's not something that you can force people to do, and so there's nothing really that you can do, but you can get out of the pod yourself, and that's the first step. And then after seeing this, after having this thing, there was a woman named Allison Coe, who is a hypnotist. She does QHHT and BQH, and she had something that she posted on YouTube where a similar thing happened to one of her clients, and I thought that was really interesting. So yeah, that was an interesting synchronicity. It was the same day, I think, that later that day I heard the video or watched the video. So and yeah, so all of this is kind of interesting how it's kind of, so we've got the matrix pod. So I'm just going to put from a logical way of looking at it. So I'm going to put together these different images. So pods in the matrix, right? These people are waking up from the matrix. There are things that are being disclosed. Now this pyramid thing, there's a lot of chatter, right? That some people are saying, no, it's impossible, it's not real, it's fake, it's not, all kinds of different things. But I think if it's come this far, there's something to it. Where there's smoke, there's fire. And so I don't know what exactly it means, but I think, yeah, there's something to this. And it's a revealance, it's a disclosure. And it could be trying to get ahead of the story. Maybe they found something a little bit different and they're trying to put out this story and then discredit it so that no one will actually look at the real story. I mean, it's just, these are like, ancient techniques of fooling people. But what I've found from these, past 5-6 years is that where there's smoke, there's fire. And so with this, there's something to it. There's something very important. And then in my meditation, this keeps coming out. And the white rabbit is there as well. And the white rabbit represents what we all know it represents. And follow the white rabbit, and that is what woke him up, following the white rabbit. And I think that's what woke a lot of us up as well, following the white rabbit and realizing that a lot of our society is actually based on. And I can't really talk too much about it. I don't know how much YouTube is, censoring stuff. So, but I think if you just look a little bit into it, you'll know what I'm talking about. And so I think, as my guides have said also, there's another piece to this, another part to it, is that they said that there is a paradigm shift coming, that it's kind of like a bucket of water, and the water is kind of pouring in, and once enough water is poured into it, it kind of tips over. And so there's a tipping point, and we are approaching a tipping point when there is such a large percentage of people that are aware of certain things that then that's the tipping point, and then more things can be opened and disclosed. And I have noticed, and I've seen a few news articles about that they are slowly dripping some things that are there's something that was discovered in Florida that was quite big, and that's the first time I've ever heard an actual news station talking about this kind of stuff. So yeah, so I guess we're just following the white rabbit, or our whole society's following the white rabbit. So I wanted to share that because I thought it was important, and there must be a reason why it keeps coming up in my meditation. So yes, that's what I wanted to talk about. So I guess for today, maybe I'll just channel about that. Can they give us any more insight into this what's going on with all this stuff. And sorry, I'm just going to take a drink of tea. All right, so we're looking for more insight into, yeah, this below the pyramid thing and following the white rabbit. Okay, so here we go. Oh, greetings. We are that one that you know of as Mary Magdalene. And what we would say, first of all, is that your world is not what you think it is. Even those who think they know what the world is, your world is not what you think it is. And it is much grander than you think it is. These stories, these movies that portray the world that you see it, this is one perspective of something that is going on. And if you were to view it from that perspective, it would look this way. But if you were able to look at it from a higher perspective, if you were able to see how everything fits together, then it is the most beautiful harmony imaginable. Everything is moving in lockstep. Everything is moving in the most perfect way. It's like the most perfect machine. And everything is just moving in the most perfect way so that you can have the experiences that you needed to have down here, so that you can learn what you needed to learn down here. This is the ground, this is the place, this is a training ground for you. And in this training ground, you are learning so much about your emotions, your reactions, the things that have been hidden inside of you. You are learning and you're breaking through so many different walls. That's what this place is for you. And it is much more than that as well. But one important thing to understand about all of this is that it's all built on love. Everything is built on love, even though it seems that on the surface it's not made of love. It is made of love. Everything is made of love and is working in harmony with everything else. And many things that are working in harmony with things, they don't realize that they're working in harmony. They don't realize how they are harmonizing. It is like a player in an orchestra. They have a general idea. The flutist has an idea, but they don't know for sure exactly what's going on. They can't hear that low bass sound which is presenting the new themes, which is slowly introducing the theme that is taken up by the violins and will be taken up by the cellos, and that will come to the flute in time. And then when the flute, it comes to the flute, there is a realization, now I understand all of those sounds that were coming before. It set the stage for it, and then they understand a bit of it, and then the melody leaves the flutes and goes somewhere else, and they're back where they started. This is very similar to the way your life is moving. There are all of these different themes that are moving through your life and moving through the world as well on a macro and micro level. It is very complete and very simple at the same time. It works on the mechanism of love, which can be very complex if you look at it from the viewpoint of not love, which is the viewpoint that your mechanics and your electronics on your world look at, then it would look very, very complex. But if you look at it through the lens of love, then it is simple. It is love. It is the function of love to bring everything to harmony. And that's what the world is doing. It is bringing everything to harmony. And you are on that pathway at this moment. And the pathway is being heated up. The pathway is being energized, sped up, because you have reached a paradigm. You've reached a limit. You've reached a tipping point, as this being has talked about. You have reached this tipping point, and once this tipping point is reached, then more and more things can be revealed. When these things are revealed as well, there is a test. There is a testing. A bit of information is revealed to you in a small portion, and then it is a test to see how the small portion of the society would react, and then that is how the next piece of information will be released. It is trying to see where you are, and where you are now is at a tipping point, at a wonderful place. But understand that all of this is love. And also understand the most important part about all of these things is that you are not really here. You're not a part of this place. You are here, but you are just experiencing this place through this human body. But you are made of love, and you are not here. When you leave here, you'll go back to where you came from, which is love. But you are here to experience this place where there is the opportunity of not love, the opportunity of experiencing the illusion of not love, in order to learn about what is inside of you, and also in order to learn how that works, the mechanism of not love. And that is what you are doing, but you are moving so beautifully. And so, what we would say is that these revealances, these things that are being revealed, are tests. They are things that are being put out slowly to see if you are ready to understand the nature of this reality, the nature of this third dimension, because you are moving slowly outside of it. And so, this polarization, this understanding of the two sides, is moving all of you into the middle path, which is the exit. That is the exit path of this third dimension. There are two ways out of this place. Of course, you can leave your body, or you can take the neutral path, and you can find your way out of this paradigm into the new paradigm. Okay, all right. So yeah, that's that for today. I'm going to go into, I guess, like, let's do a quick pocket of peace for today. Day 351. We're at April. April. Oh my goodness. April 9th already. Time flies. So let's see. I wonder. Yeah, April 9th. So I'm going to go into a pocket of peace. I'd like you guys, and this is a pocket of peace to bring peace to all of those people who might lose their stuff. My guides keep saying, yeah, that's how they call it. You know, a lot of people are going to be losing their stuff, and people who have already lost their stuff are going to have to help the people to understand. I mean, and by stuff, yeah, I'm talking about losing their stuff. Just losing their, yeah. So, yeah. Okay, so let's do that. So let's go into a pocket of peace, and this pocket of peace is to help people who might be losing their mind, I guess. Yeah, losing their mind. Like, that's what you can lose. You can lose your mind, but you can't lose anything else. All you can lose is what do they say, that your belief system may completely and utterly fall apart, but you'll never fall apart because you're made of love. And that's okay. So that's what we're gonna. We'll bring that message to everyone. Maybe I'm gonna put that one on a coffee mug too. All right. So I'd like you guys to close your eyes if you can and take a few deep breaths. And then imagine that you're in a place that makes you feel the most relaxed, wherever that is. Good. And then I'd like you to imagine that this mist of unconditional love, so it kind of looks like it's this golden light with autumnal colors, beautiful browns and a little bit some reds, very autumn colors. Yeah, and it's very stately, very elegant. And it's like in an egg shape, and it kind of comes towards you and it surrounds you. It's almost like a cloud, like a golden autumnal cloud. And it just feels so good. You just feel so relaxed and warm and relaxed. And so feel all the stress and fear and worry and all the things that you're holding on to. Feel them all just kind of slip away, and you're just feeling wonderful. What a wonderful feeling. And in this love, this is this is unconditional love. And in this, there's nothing to fear, there's nothing to worry about. There's no past, there's no future. So there's just now, right now, feeling good, feeling better than you've ever felt before, feeling more at home than you've ever felt before. All pain is gone, all sadness is gone, all anger is gone, all fear is gone. It's just love, unconditional love, your birthright, what you were born with, and what you had before you were born, you'll have after you're born. And this is your gift from your Creator. Your Creator's made of love, and so they made things out of love, so you're made of love too. You're pure love. And so everything that you create is love. You're making love. Everything that you do, walk down the street, you're making love. Say hello to someone, you're making love. Give someone a hug, you're making love. That's the power that you have. You are, in every instance that you are here, you are love, and this love just expands. And once you start to realize it, it starts to warm up your body. It starts to warm up the room that you're in. Everything is illuminated. It's love. Everything is love. All these, the table, the desk, the chairs, the window, the ceilings, it's all love, love, love. It's all lit up with love. And this love is so powerful, and it just wants to expand. So it expands out of your place that you're in, and it goes, travels at the speed of love, which is the only speed. It's the fastest speed and the only speed. And it's instantaneous, but it isn't just instantaneous. It's faster than that. There are no instants outside of time. So love just travels, and it's there all throughout the whole world, and it's traveling throughout all of the highways and byways and frequency waves and cloud waves and ocean waves, and every way that you can think, it's traveling at this moment, traveling through the mass consciousness. So everyone is just downloading this, and they're feeling it. They're like, yeah, I feel this love. This feels good. This, wow, I feel good. This is what I've always wanted to feel like. All these things in my life. I'm trying this, I'm trying this, I'm trying this, I'm trying this, and I just want to feel this. And what it is, it's just love. That's what it is. I just forgot. It's mine. It's always been there. I'm just trying to put all these things in me and outside of me and trying to do things to find this, but it's always been there. And wow, this is a wonderful, wonderful feeling. And now they're seeing things happening in the society, and it can be quite disturbing to hear about these things and see these things. And maybe you can see them kind of losing their mind a bit. But then we just send this love to them, and they just stop losing their mind and say, yeah, right, that's okay. I see this, I understand this, but I'm love. And so what I can do in this situation, rather than losing my mind, I can gain my love back, and I can put my love into this, and I can shine my love into the future, the way that I want to see this not happening anymore on my planet. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm not going to lose my mind. I'm going to gain my love back, and then I'm going to send my love as this powerful force into all of these stories that I'm hearing, and I'm going to change them all, and I'm going to save them all into this love, 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 love story. And so that's what we can do. And so this is something that we're sending out. So all the people that are starting to lose their minds are gaining their love, and they stop losing their minds. They're saying, it doesn't matter, my mind, I can't even lose my mind. Never even had it in the first place. So just let it. It's just a belief system. It's just a computer. It's just a tool. But me, yeah, me, I exist. The love. I never lose the love. So this belief system may shatter. Fine, let it go. And now, once it shatters, the love is there and the hope is there. And now you can see people all over the world saying, you know what? This is not going to get me down. This is not going to stop me. I am so much more powerful than this. And so that's what everyone around the world is doing. And everyone's just standing up in their power, in this love, and they're saying, yeah, I got this. And you know what? The universe has my back. The universe has your back. And so you can walk your path. All fear, all sadness, all anger is gone. It's gone. It's all love stories. And we're putting that out into all the different things. We're putting it out into those fake clouds. We're putting it out into those frequencies, 3, 4, 5, 6, and even 7, whatever they have. We're putting it out there into these pods. We're putting it out there. And so the love is everywhere, and it's just pulsating. Everyone's starting to feel it. It's so strong. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? All right. All right. So that's Pocket Peace for day 351. I hope you're hopeful, and hopefully I'll see you all tomorrow. And ciao for now. Go beach. And yeah. All right. Thanks for joining in.